Hi guys, and welcome to my IBM Advanced Data Science certification. My name is Aaron, and this presentation is about all the work that I did during my Capstone project. So yeah, let's get into that. So to start with, let's talk about the data. So for our project, we made use of two separate data sets. Both of them we got from the website of the Office of National Statistics. One of them was on the number of daily coronavirus cases in the UK, and the other one was about the weekly number of job advertisements provided by Adzuma, but again for the Office of National Statistics. So all the data that we used was publicly available, all open source. None of it needed us to purchase anything. So that's a really good positive point as well to mention. So the use case. So what was the use case for our project? So the use case for our project was to test whether or not we can effectively predict the number of new job openings in the UK based off of the number of coronavirus cases nationally. Because if you think about it, the more coronavirus cases that you have nationally, the greater the more cases you think, the fewer jobs would be advertised. And so yeah, that's kind of the hypothesis. That was kind of my working hypothesis for my rationale behind this project. And yeah, our solution. So what did we actually do to try and better understand and resolve this? So we used Jupyter, and we implemented a host of machine learning and deep learning algorithms using Python, and this was a great example of where these algorithms can be used to great effect to really delve into and gain a deeper understanding of what's quite a complex issue. We then deployed our model and compared the results using a wide range of measure performance indexes, so mean squared score, RMS score. Yeah, and overall we found that we were able to accurately predict the number of new job openings nationally based off of the coronavirus cases. The best model that we found to do that was the random forest model, which did it at around 90% accuracy, which was really nice. And yeah, we really enjoyed this project, and it was really fun to do. So just moving on to our next presentation. If I share this, yes, you should be seeing that now. Oh, it's not. Okay, yeah. So it's get rid of this one. Yeah. So here we go. So so this is the presentation that we made, tailored towards more data professionals data peers than stakeholders. And so yeah, again, during this project we made a lot of key architectural choices. We used GitHub as a primary storage code repository, used pandas to manipulate our data set and merge them together into one. And we use matplotlib, which is a Python package, to visualize our results, and we also made use of Seaborn as well a little bit with our neural network models. So there were a lot of architectural choices, and we created as part of this project an ADD, which kind of sets out the reasoning and explains in greater detail our rationale behind all the architectural choices that we made during this project. Yeah, and again, during this project we undertook extensive data cleaning. We were really focused on ensuring that the data that we were using was of a very high quality. As part of that process, we did things like renaming columns, removing NA values, removing irrelevant columns and rows that we didn't need from our data set, all of which really helped ensure that our data was to a high quality. And again, this is where we made effective use of pandas to merge our two separate data sets into one. And again, we had to this was over a period of a year. We had to kind of filter out some of the results that were kind of before, when the pandemic started, on one of the data sets. We had to make sure that they were the time period matched up, because one was in days and one was in weeks. So there was a lot of work went into this project, and yeah, and again, there was we implemented a lot of machine and deep learning algorithms. We started with a simple linear regression. We then used a logistic regression, a random forest. We tried a k-means cluster, and we also did an ANN as well. So as you can see from my notebook, there was a lot of time and effort was spent on it, and we really tried quite a large selection of different algorithms, and again to ensure that to measure and see how effective they were, we made use of the MSE score, the RMSE score, and the R square score as well, to give a real good comparison about which model was working best for our data, because it could have one model could easily score very highly in an RMSE score, but have a very high or low R squared score, and is that kind of trade-off that we were kind of investigating. And so that's basically all the work that we did during the project. So we had our use case of making sure that our project, seeing if we could predict the number of job openings of cases. We had our 2 data sets. We did a data quality assessment. We explored the data. We used pandas mainly to perform our data exploration, to try and see where the correlation between different columns. We used Matplotlib and Seaborn again for visualization purposes. Did a bit of feature engineering. We handled the missing values. We removed them. We merged our data into one set, one pipeline, and then again we used a range of model performance indicators, RSME and R squared scores being kind of the main ones that we went to, just because we were focused on regression models, not classification, because our problem was a classic regression problem. And we demonstrated, as you can see through the notebook, more than one machine learning and deep learning algorithm, and we compared them, and there's a nice table at the bottom of the notebook where you can see all the work that we put into this project. So that's really just me talking about this what I did as part of this project for a few minutes. I hope, as you can see, all the documentation is on the file. So I hope you have a look, enjoy browsing through that. As I say, I had a lot of fun doing this project. It was quite tiresome at points, but thank you for taking the time to watch my video.